You've never quite been to Ho Chi Minh City until you've tried one of these cafes soda, otherwise known as the Vietnamese white coffee. Now, what is the story behind these and how do the locals enjoy coffee here in the country? There's only one way to find out, with the help of our coffee artist, Dietmarr Vogelmann, in this edition of Expat Living. In Ho Chi Minh City, a German expat found his love for Vietnamese coffee 6 years ago. The city's vibe gave him the experience that he had not seen before in European coffee shops.
It's an interesting atmosphere. Here it's a complete different level of ambience. You know, you have all the young people sitting here, it's vibrant, it's dynamic, you have traffic, honking. It's different. Like you enjoy your whole senses. You know, they're like hearing, touching, tasting, looking, and sitting here on the street. It's just interesting. You can soak in all the dynamics and the vibrance of the city.
And the exotic taste drove him to wander across local markets to learn more about the local coffee scene. Vietnam exported about 1.25 million tons of coffee to 90 countries in 2014. Employing about 2.6 million people, the industry achieved an export turnover of $2.62 billion last year. This has made Vietnam an attractive destination for international coffee buyers, and Dietmarr saw this huge opportunity.
So basically, when you buy an international brand, you re-import back to Vietnam, which has taxes and all these things, which makes it very expensive. I want to offer a Vietnamese coffee for local prices. Like, I don't think it's fair to charge 3, 4, 500,000 dong per kilo when you have the second biggest coffee country in the world here. So I wanted to create a fair product from Vietnam for Vietnam, and with a bit of a Western touch.
And this was the beginning of the 100% organic and home roasted brand of Farmer's Coffee Blend in 2014. Every journey has a beginning, and Farmer's Blend Coffee began on 2 wheels, as Dietmarr started searching for the perfect coffee beans.
I start talking with Vietnamese farmers in my broken Vietnamese. And it was very interesting. I was invited to the farm's house, and it was very funny because like they cannot speak English, I cannot speak proper Vietnamese, but somehow we always get the message across. Now it was very friendly. It was a bit awkward at the beginning, but once the ice was broken, it was a very easygoing thing.
Nếu về anh Dietmarr ấy, theo về bản thân mình nhận xét, nhưng mà nếu mà có được nhiều người như thế, nhiều quan điểm như thế, nhiều cái cảm tính như thế sẽ mang lại nhiều cái phương châm để mình mở rộng thêm, giới thiệu được sản phẩm của mình, giới thiệu được cái hạt cà phê của mình.
The German's connection with local coffee farmers deepened his love for Vietnamese coffee.
Like the plants here are treated very carefully with a lot of passion and understanding. Quality is the main factor, and I work with quality farmers who understand my needs, what I want. It's a hand-selected process. Yeah, it's everything is taken care from the very beginning to the very end. You have to imagine that you're on your feet 10 hours, 12 hours a day, and you're just walking around these fields and you're picking by hand. Like, I think there's not many people who can do that, and they definitely supposed to or should be a little bit more appreciated. And it's one of the reasons why I want to promote Vietnamese coffee.
Coffee tours from Mũi Né are another way for Dietmarr to express his love for Vietnamese coffee. Welcome to the van of awesomeness where Dietmarr is taking his customers on a journey to discover Vietnamese coffee. So besides showing people how beautiful the taste of Vietnamese coffee is, Dietmarr also lets other people know about how he went about learning about Vietnamese coffee and how the journey from coffee beans to a nice cup of coffee is like to the foreigners as well as local tourists. What a great way to promote Vietnamese coffee.
Yes, welcome to the highlands in Vietnam.
Nice. Okay, so what brought you here?
I found these places by accident. Like I travel a lot with my motorbike, and I enjoy the area. You see, there's a nice view. It reminds me a little bit of the Black Forest where I come from.
Really?
Yeah.
Now? So why do you have to go this far away, this high up?
Around the world, there's you call it the coffee belt. Yeah? It's north and south of the equator, and basically coffee grows from 1100 to 1500 meters. So normally, as higher you go, as better is the quality. It works a little bit like wine. So different soil, different heights, different climates. So that all has influence on the quality of coffee.
Okay, nice. So would you like to show us around?
Sure, no problem. Please follow me. So if you look at the coffee tree now, like this is actually quite a nice one. So what the farmers normally do, you have these greenish, yellowish, they are not ripe yet, and then you have the red ones. This one again, that's called the coffee cherry. So anyways, now you have this ripe coffee cherry. Once you open it, there's always two beans in it.
Beans in
yeah?
it, okay.
So that is actually the coffee berry, the coffee bean. You can only do so much that you pick the right cherries. Yeah, for example, if you're a quality farmer, yeah, you really go through and pick them separately. If you're a quantity farmer, you just go and take the whole thing. If there's green or not, doesn't really matter. There's so many steps on making a good cup of coffee, and I like that people appreciate this a little bit more. Actually, what goes behind your daily breakfast drink.
Mình cảm thấy rất là hào hứng và rất là vui. Mình là người Việt Nam nhưng mà mình đến từ thành phố biển, cho nên thật sự là trước giờ chưa bao giờ thấy cây cà phê hết. Thì lần đầu tiên thấy cây cà phê cảm thấy rất là vui và rất là mới lạ đối với mình. Đây là một cái trải nghiệm thú vị.
I will remember what I saw today and definitely enjoy it more than I used to do before. Because after this experience, I know how much work is behind this cup of coffee and how it grows.
Jumping up and down the floor. My hat is an animal, and once there was an animal. It had a son that mowed the lawn. The son was an okay guy. They had a pet dragonfly. The dragonfly ran away, but it came back with a story to say.
What a trip we just had, and now we're back with all the beans. So what are we doing now?
Well, now is the fun part. Now we start roasting the beans and we actually make coffee,
Nice.
drinkable coffee. Okay, so today we're only using Robusta because we're doing our Vietnamese blend. What we do here, we have a roasting machine.
All right.
I can do 5 kilo every 20 minutes, yeah? So one batch, 5 kilo. So I have here the timing, which is 20 minutes set, and the temperature is on 205. So it starts with a low temperature and goes up to maximum 205, and then a little bit above 205, and then it's going down again. Yeah, it's like a curve a little bit. Now I release the coffee in the hopper inside the chamber. Yeah. So there we go. Yeah? So now we can sit back and relax. Yeah. After a few minutes, like here, I have this thing where I can take it out and check the color. So like this is the temperature. Like now we are just below 100 degrees inside, and this will go slowly up to 200, 210. I would say about within the 17, 18 minutes. It's the delicate time. Like you have to check all the time. Is it finished? Is it not finished? But for the moment, we just can leave it alone. So now what we have to do, like you see, it starts smoking a little bit. You start to smell the coffee. So now we have to check how dark is it, yeah? You see that it's already a lot darker. Then when you hear the crack, then it's almost done. Okay, so now what we do, yeah, we open this thing here. Yeah, you ready? Yeah. Ready? Yeah? It becomes a bit smoky now. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now for the Vietnamese, pretty dark roasted, and we put a little bit butter in it. Yeah, like just like that. I'm using real butter. Yeah, just because the flavor is a lot nicer than the margarine. So I don't use a lot. It supports the whole darkness, and you know, in coffee there is essential oils already. Yeah, so it just brings it out a little bit better. And also, what we do now, we put a little bit rum on top of it. Yeah, just like that.
Smelling so nice now.
This, like, if you make the coffee later, there's no alcohol in it, right? It all vaporizes. It's just for that rum flavor a little. Takes maybe another 5, 6, 7 minutes, and then it's done.
Very cool. So let's move on to the next step.
There we go.
After all the preparation and roasting, we're now come to the final part, probably the most exciting part, brewing coffee. And what do we want to start with first today?
Well, today we start with one of Vietnam's classics. Yeah. Basically, in Vietnam, there's 2 ways to drink your coffee. Yeah. There's either black or with milk. Like Vietnamese, like their coffee strong, bitter, black. Right. Yeah. We back home, we don't like it so bitter. We like it more balanced, I would say. Yeah. So, but the reason why Vietnamese coffee mainly is bitter is first what we see earlier. It's a very dark roast. Yeah, compared to the espresso, plus this little contraption here. Voila.
Cafe soda for us,
Cafe
right?
soda.
Ah, that's so
good?
yummy.
Here we go.
Did you enjoy all the coffee shown in this episode of Expat Living? Well, I certainly enjoyed mine. And now, as usual, it's the time to take some time out with our reporter.
Hello, my name is Anh and this is another edition of Time Out, and this time we'll be cooking with a chef from France.
Josephine Ordonné is a young chef from Paris. She started cooking at the age of 16. Josephine graduated from the Ferrandi School of Culinary Art, one of the best of its kind in France. Since then, she has worked with famous chefs including Guy Savoy and Philippe Bellicent. Taking a break from where she has lived and studied, Josephine spent 5 months traveling in Asia to discover new ingredients. In Vietnam, fish sauce and zuoc, or shredded pork, are what fascinate the young chef. Here today, Chef Josephine tests the first fusion of Vietnamese ingredients in the French style.
Also, me and Josephine are here in the market and we'll find all the ingredients. So are you, this your first time in a Vietnamese market?
No, my first time was in Hoi An.
Hoi An.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was awesome because we can smell and touch the products. We can also bargain with the sailor.
So now you're here, you can find the ingredients you need, right?
Yeah, I will try.
Let's go. Okay, so we need fish sauce.
Yeah, Nyok Mam, right?
Or this one. This one is kind of popular.
Okay.
So now we have the two main Vietnamese ingredients.
Yeah.
This one and fish sauce.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're back from the market. What dish are you gonna make?
I would like to make traditional French cuisine. You will see later.
So let's see how Chef Josephine will combine the Vietnamese sauce into traditional French sauce.
First, we're gonna remove the fillet of the fish. I would like to take the best parts of the fish. Then, we're gonna cook the bok choy and the coriander in the boiled water. So, I will add lime juice, some olive oil in my crushed herbs, right? A little bit of salt. Then, we would like to make the crushed almond paste. To keep the crunch texture. In the paste, I would like to add the song. No, how do you say? Song? Song? This? Oh, zuo. Okay. Pig flavor with fish, it's like a shock for your taste buds. And now I'm gonna put the paste with the spoon. Skin side first, always. And put in the oven. Quick cook to 100 degrees, 2 or 3 minutes, and it will be ready.
While Josephine's cooking, I prepared a surprise for her, and this is nem tai, or the pig's ear. I'll make her taste it, and we'll see how she likes it. So this is one of very popular dishes in Vietnam. You want to have it a try?
Yeah, let's try.
Try it. How is it?
Interesting. There is a taste of garlic, a little bit spicy, and it's crunchy, you know?
Can you guess what this is?
I really don't know.
Actually, it's a pig's ear.
Wow, okay.
So how much you rate it out of 10?
Let's say you are 6. It's enough for me.
Okay, 6. So 6 out of 10 for a pig's ear.
Wake up. It's a beautiful day.
Prepare the fish sauce. Oh yeah. So you can put some sugar, lime juice, some chili, some water.
It's a beautiful day.
Let me check. Really nice. Really good. The French sauce. It's called sabayon. I add some Nyok Mam fish sauce. So now we're gonna add the butter. Then I add some Nyok Mam fish sauce, right? Next, our fish. Now I put the sabayon. Look at that. I finish by put some zo on it. And then the dish is done. Bon appétit!
Well, Chef Josephine has just done this fusion of Vietnamese and French traditional sauce. And did you come up with a name for it?
Yeah, of course, we can call it a love from Vietnam.
A love from Vietnam, interesting. Well, I think it's easier to taste than to make, so we'll see. Oh, it's very crispy, it's crunchy because zuoc makes it, and the butter, it's really like, it smells really good in your mouth. It's really balanced your mouth between like the French sauce, like the butter, and the fish sauce, right?
Exactly.
Yep.
It's like a wake-up call.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful day.
That is the end of our show for this week. Now do log on to vtv4.vn or youtube.com/vtv4go for more of our content. Goodbye for now, and until next time on Expat Living.